In this video, I will show you 2 PowerPoint features that are built in with Office 365 to help you practice and elevate your next virtual presentation. Welcome everyone to the Elevate Project. I'm Ryan to help you with your home office tech and help you elevate your virtual presentations or online meetings. Now imagine you have that virtual presentation coming up. You think you got it, you do a practice run by yourself, and you jump online. You deliver your presentation and you realized you missed some main points, the presentation didn't flow quite right, and you know you could have delivered it much better. Now we have all been there. It has happened to me, and if it hasn't happened to you, I hope this helps you so it doesn't ever happen. So for those of you that have been in the same scenario, I found these 2 cool updated features that are built right into PowerPoint Office 365. Now, the best way to prepare for your online presentations is to practice, practice, practice. I have a video about the biggest mistake when delivering an online presentation, which is winging it. I'll link the video in the description below if you want to check it out after this one. In that video, I give you some tips to help you practice, and one of those tips is to record yourself and play it back. This is what I do to practice and prepare, especially during the pandemic, and content I have never presented before. I jump on my computer, turn on the webcam, and press record. The only problem is that I am recording myself and not my presentation, which means I can't see if I'm moving the slides at the right moment and that I am in sync and if everything flows and makes sense to what I'm saying. The first feature is not new to PowerPoint, but has been updated, and it is the ability to record your presentation. In the past, this has been limited to just recording your slides and your voice. Now it has the ability to record your video as well. So if you have a camera or webcam attached to your computer, you are good to go. You might have to enable access to your camera or video or even mic so PowerPoint can use your webcam or camera attached to your computer for it to work. Let's see how to get this working and move to my Mac. All right, everyone, as you can see, we are on my Mac. I have PowerPoint up. Now, if you are on a Windows computer, it should look fairly similar. The option that you're looking for here is a slideshow. When you click on slideshow, you're going to see this option at the very end called record slideshow. And this is where the magic happens. Here you can see your current slide, your next slide, all your slides that in your PowerPoint that you can move forward. This is a great opportunity to practice. Here you can change the camera angle that you want depending on how you're practicing. And there is a cool option, which is a blur background. I'll talk about the blur background and why you'd probably want to use that for recording. What we're doing right now is using this feature to practice before you go online. You do have an option here as well to change your mic. Obviously use the mic that you're going to use for your online presentation. So we're going to hit record and just see how this works. Gives you the counter, 3, 2, 1. Welcome everyone. Thank you for my presentation for Pantone Color of the Year 2022. My name is Ryan. I'm going to be guiding you through this presentation. So as you can see, our first color is Very Perry. It's a great color, etc., etc., etc. This isn't actually my presentation, so I'm going to hit stop there for a moment. So there are a few things that you want to do is you can either trash it or you can hit end show. When you go end show, what's going to be really cool here is you're going to notice that now that there is a video on each slide that you moved through. So here's the introduction. You can press play. And what's great about this, it breaks down your presentation into sections. So if you're good with your intro, you press play, you're listening, you can even take notes and see what you wanted to add or take away before you transition to the next slide. So again, you transition to the next slide, and then you can move on and on and on again. Now, I did mention there is that blurred background. The blurred background is because you can actually use PowerPoint to record your presentation and have a final copy to export it as a pre-recorded presentation, for example, a training. This is very cool and very effective. You can see how you flow, change anything if necessary to emphasize anything on screen, or how you use your words. And of course, you can simply use the recording that you have and turn it into a video file. How to do that is you can actually move the video anywhere you like. You can resize it. You can go back here and let's say maybe I want to move this to this corner and resize it and make it a little bit bigger. And then you just go to File, Export, and then you can just export it to a video file like an MP4 or MOV. Super simple and gives you a variety of ways to be creative. Now, if you're finding value so far, hit that like button. It lets me know you like content like this one. So onto this new feature that I actually didn't find myself and I didn't know existed. I was chatting with my wife and she told me her colleague practices her presentations using a built-in feature in PowerPoint called Rehearse with Coach. Basically a virtual coach that records your presentation and listens for opportunities for you to improve. It gives you a score and pointers that can help elevate your delivery. I was intrigued. I searched and looked and couldn't find it at first. I had to log into Office 365 and it was there online. After a day or two, I'm guessing my PowerPoint on my desktop updated, and there it was. So if you don't see it at first, see if there is an update to PowerPoint or simply use the web version of PowerPoint in Office 365. Let's test it out. And now we're going to be looking for that second feature. It's actually in the same location under Slideshow, except for instead of record slideshow, we're going to move to the left here. And you're going to notice there is a Rehearse with Coach. So when you click on that, it's going to give you the same sort of view to practice. You can see your current slide, your next slide, all your slides on the bottom, except for something a little bit different this time. There is a pop-up window that says start rehearsing. And then it says show feedback. So let's try it out. So here it's going to be listening to my words. So I'm going to practice just for 1 or 2 slides. Hi, my name is Ryan Gardet. Thank you for joining me. This is the Pantone color of the year 2022. I want to start this content with our favorite color, our color of the year, Very Perry. It's so dynamic, it blends and it's so constant. It's pretty amazing. Okay, I'm going to stop there. So when I end the show, it gives you a report. And in this report, it gives you some really cool tips on what you can do to improve. And it also tells you what you're doing really, really well. So of course, I only went through 3 slides, so not a big deal. It says fillers, fantastic. Those filler words like but, and I didn't say any of those, or I didn't use a lot of them for it to click a needs improvement. Repetitive language, using the same words over and over again. I use a great variety of word choice, which was good. And originality. This is something that I ask people to practice all the time, is not to read off their slides. Let's be honest, if you're just reading off the slides, why do they need you to present? They can just take that PowerPoint. And then this is really cool. This gives you your average pace over time. It looks like the ideal words per minute is between 100 and 150. So I'm in there. I'm about 140. A few cool points. Does it cover everything? No. We want to look at inflection. We want to look at understanding content. This looks like it's an AI. However, that being said, this is a really cool tool and a good starting point, and guarantee you, if you use this, if you adopt a lot of the recommendations, I guarantee it will improve your virtual presentation for sure. What is really nice is if you don't understand, let's say filler words, repetitive language, inclusiveness, pace, etc., you can hit that learn more and it will send you to their website where it explains each of those categories. So that is pretty awesome. It isn't the greatest, it is still learning, and over time I can see this improve. It is always nice to be able to rehearse in front of someone live to better assess your tonality, inflection, and simply listen to hear if what you are saying makes sense and flows well. In our new reality, it's kind of tough to get face-to-face or even someone to rehearse with on Zoom. Knowing your content is one thing. Delivering your content in a way that helps and impacts your audience is another. Online presentations can be difficult to adapt while you're presenting because your audience is virtual, where you may have some people on video and some people not, and you can't read their body language. You can get a good feeling when you can view body language and how they react to your words and your statements. It is so important to practice your delivery to be as clear as possible, ensuring your audience receives the information in the way you want them to understand. Using these 2 built-in features in PowerPoint will definitely improve your next virtual presentation. Practice, practice, practice. You won't regret it. If you found value in this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. Here is that video I mentioned earlier about the biggest mistake in delivering an online presentation. Be safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one.